Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now here is Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the second-year signal caller.
San Francisco opted not to throw Trey Lance into the fire right away, bringing him along slowly last season. He still drew 2 starts, though, and showed flashes of his huge dual-threat potential in both. Almost 100 yards on the ground in a tough one against Arizona, and 280 total yards in a win over Houston. No bringing him along slowly in year 2. The keys to the car are officially his.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early third. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bears take over. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. 2nd-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
1st down for Byron Pringle, and he's a smart gamble by the Chicago Bears. They saw a guy put up 568 yards last year, and he was buried in Kansas City's depth chart. They do believe his ceiling is much higher as a full-time starter, so they brought him in a 1-year deal to see if he's a long-term answer for their team.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
To throw is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Right back to Mitchell here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They run over center with Mitchell. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. No score after 1 on EA Sports. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Fields buying time to his left. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap, Fields. And it's caught. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. One play action, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trevon Wesco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Another run with Mitchell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Lance going to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Lance looking to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Fields. Got an open man, it's Pringle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 50, here's Fields. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some...
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A short gain that'll bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A give here to Mitchell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. The Niners on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Justin Jones there on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Lance now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down at 4. From the gun, it's Lance.
Got an open man. It's McLeod.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run. It's Mitchell.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Mitchell.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Lance going to sneak it.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Lance looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ray McLeod. A touchdown reception.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now Gold for the extra point. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So now Fields and the Bears
trailing 14-13, a minute 15 remaining.
This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Byron Pringle, 75 yards.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Back to throw, Fields.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Lance.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Lance back to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to McLeod.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. One final try now for Lance. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Chicago, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week for a date with